Hello everyone, and welcome to my live stream today. This is going to be a fairly quick live because the topic today is pretty straightforward. If you're new to me, because I have been accepting a lot of friend requests lately for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's because of these videos or the other video series that I'm a guest and a part of. I don't know. But anywho, if you are new to me, my name is Janae of Janaeum.com. I go by the Millennial Money Minister. My official title is financial consultant, and in a nutshell, I counsel people and give them strategy when it comes to their finances. And home ownership is a topic that's near and dear to my heart. And if you're familiar with my story, you know why. If you are interested in knowing my story, you can go to Janaeum.com, that's JENEEM.com, and read up about it. But home ownership and home ownership has been a big part of my life personally and has impacted my family tremendously. And so that's really the reason how I transitioned with my family and in life, is how I got into this space. And so I can share that again at another time, but I want to get right into today's video. So I created a course that I launched this month called The Blueprint: Buying a Home and Building Wealth with Real Estate. And the goal of it is to basically just prepare you financially for home ownership by teaching you how to actually use a budget, how to determine what's affordable based on how much money you make, so that way when you go to buy your home, you're not struggling financially. So that's the whole goal of it. And it also talks about how to pay off your home sooner versus, in that 15-year, 30-year time frame. So if you are someone who is looking to purchase a home for the first time and you don't want to end up like your parents or your friends that you know that are struggling financially as a homeowner, then I would highly recommend that you enroll in the course, and the link is in this video. So this is National Home Ownership Month, and this is the last week we've been talking about the pre-approval process. And so today we're talking about the source of your down payment. Now, when you go to apply for a loan, the bank will want to know where you're going to get your money from for your down payment. Now, this is before you even get a mortgage. They're trying to see how much money you actually have, so that way, depending on which loan product they match you up to, they want to make sure that you'll have the money to actually pay for it. So with a conventional loan, standard is 20%. So they want to know, do you have 20%? And if you have a certain amount of money in your bank account, that's 20% of how much. And based on that number, they can make a guesstimate of how much money they'll want to lend you. Now, I was able to get a conventional mortgage, and conventional just means it's not a government loan. Just to make it easy, I did get a conventional loan, and I didn't have to put down 20%. I only put down 3%. But if you are going to get a conventional or a non-governmental loan, then you need to have A1 credit, and you need to have money in the bank. And so with going to purchase a home, there are different ways that you can get funding to put money down on your home. And I talk about what are some funding sources in the course, but you do need to prove where that money is coming from. And so with the source of your down payment, you can have money come from family and friends. You can get grant funding. You can use your own personal money. You can use money from an IRA. You can actually withdraw that money with no penalty. You will need to recognize that money as income on your tax return though, so keep that in mind. But there's so many different ways that you can receive money to actually put down on a home. And so when going through the pre-approval process, you want to have an idea of where that money is going to come from, and you want to have a general idea of how much money that will be, because again, based on how much money you actually have available for a down payment, you can do some math backwards to figure out how much house is that, so that way, you know, those connections can be made. So as an example, if you have $5,000, that you can come up with across the board for a down payment, then if you do some backwards math, then you can make the determination of, you know, $5,000 is 3% of what. And so based on that math, you can, you know, clearly figure out how much house you can afford to purchase based on a $5,000 down payment. If I had a calculator, I would do the math for you, but basically you would just take $5,000 and divide it by 0.03. So that way you can get what that purchase price is. And I have my laptop and my phone going, but I can do the math and pop it in the comments. So that way you have that figure in mind and that example in mind, so you can do it for yourself. But you want to be able to show where the money is coming from. So if it's a grant, you know, an award letter should suffice. If it's coming from your personal funds, then when you provide documentation of your actual bank statements and your account balances, that should suffice. If you're taking it from an IRA, having a statement that shows how much money is there, that should suffice. And if it's coming from family and friends, then you want to make sure that you have some type of record of when those deposits will be made and how much they will be. So that way it is guaranteed money and not hearsay. Because again, going through the pre-approval process, you're getting a definite answer on how much money you will get. And so you want to make sure that all the information that you're providing is factual and up to date, and it's legit at the end of the day. So you can get money from all different places to help with the down payment on your home, but you will need to provide documentation to prove, number one, that you're getting the money, and number two, how much it is. And based on those funds, the total value of it, you can, the lender or the bank, they can make that connection in terms of how much house that actually is. So I kind of want to do that math now, but I don't want to mess anything up with the live stream. So the example that I use is if you know you have $5,000 available as a down payment on a home coming from multiple sources, you just divide that by 0.03 to figure out what that purchase price is. I will do the math and put it in the comments, so that way you have that. And if you are catching this on the replay and you have a specific example, or if you have questions about this, you can just put them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. And trying to think, do I have anything else coming up? Not that I can think of, but if you are watching and you are new to me, I will have the replay. I will keep this replay up. Also streaming live to YouTube. So if you miss any of the previous videos, you can see them on my YouTube channel. And if you're not already connected with me at janaeum.com, make sure you head over there. So that way we stay connected. National Homeownership Month is almost over. And so I won't be doing these particular lives anymore. So if you are someone who is interested in buying a home and you're looking for wise counsel and strategy on how to prepare for that. The link to the blueprint is included in this video, so that way you can start that process of getting your finances in order, and make sure you just stay connected for future things if you are looking for guidance and counsel and support when it comes to moving forward financially. So thank you all for tuning in, and for those of you who caught this on the replay, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye-bye.